So this is my review on Captain America, the First Avenger. This movie for me is definitely a memorable movie for me. I remember going to see this the first time in a drive-in movie. It was The Rise of the Planet of the Apes with James Franco, and then it was Captain America, First Avenger. And little did I know still at the time, I didn't know they were still setting up the MCU movie, the MCU as a universe, and the Avengers and all that. So it was pretty shocking. I don't know if it was actually in the movie, but I do know the drive-in movie theater, they kind of like had a little cut of the teaser for Avengers. So they kind of showed it at the end of the Captain America First Avenger, which was pretty cool. And also it was my first time going to a drive-in movie theater, so it was really cool. But my review on this movie, I love everything about it. Peggy Carter is a badass. Chris Evans is Captain America. I mean, come on. Now I know a lot of people didn't like the Red Skull. I think he was okay considering I was one of the lucky people that actually saw the first real Captain America movie, and compared to what we got with that back in the 90s and what we had in the First Avenger, come on. But I know in the comics it's a little different. He was more of a Doctor Doom kind of villain, and at least for Captain America. So I can understand why people didn't really care for Red Skull. I mean, Stanley Tucci in this movie as the Doctor. I mean, everything, Howard Stark, everything about this movie I love. Plus, also, I'm a history kind of buff guy, so I'm like really into history and like World War II. That's probably one of my favorite history events. Maybe Civil War and maybe the Vietnam War. So it's kind of cool to see Marvel's take on the 1940s and World War II and all that. Kind of like I like what they did with Captain Marvel in the 90s. I hope we get to see that more, especially with the Eternals when it comes out. But overall, this movie is probably my favorite out of Phase 1, besides maybe Iron Man. If I had to give this movie a rating, would probably be 8.0. Just a solid 8. I love this movie a lot, more than probably most people do. Well, maybe not 8.0, maybe a 7.5, because I also love the Winter Soldier. So yeah, stay tuned for more reviews.